My beloved child, I speak to you now with a heart overflowing with love. I call you by name, for I have known you before the foundation of the world. I have seen your joys, your tears, your struggles, and your victories. Every breath you take is precious to me, for I formed you in your mother's womb with tenderness and care. I do not speak to you as a stranger, nor as a faraway God hidden behind the clouds, but as a Father who is closer to you than your very heartbeat. You may not always feel my presence, but I assure you now, you are not alone in this battle. I know that life has not been easy for you. I know the quiet moments of your nights, when you have lain awake with burdens pressing on your heart. I have watched you carry worries about your family, about your health, about the years ahead. I know the weight of regret that sometimes lingers in your thoughts, the memories of things you wish you had done differently, the words you wish you had spoken, and the paths you wish you had taken. But, my child, I am not here to condemn you. I am here to remind you that I have carried you every step of the way, even when you did not see my footprints beside yours. Do you remember the times when you thought you could not go on, and yet somehow you found the strength to rise again? That strength came from me. Do you remember the days when you were overwhelmed, yet peace came unexpectedly like a gentle whisper in your soul? That peace was my gift to you. Do you remember when you felt completely alone, and someone suddenly reached out with kindness, a word, a smile, a helping hand? That was my way of reminding you that I am with you. My beloved, you must know this truth deep in your heart. You have never been alone, not for one moment of your life. Even when you turned away, even when your prayers felt empty, even when your faith was small, I was still there guarding, guiding, holding you together when you thought you were falling apart. And now I say to you with the fullness of my love, you are not alone in this battle you face today. There is a battle around you, yes, a battle of the mind, a battle of the heart, a battle of the spirit. You feel it when worries attack your peace. You sense it when doubts try to steal your faith. You see it when the world seems darker and more confusing than ever before. Yet I tell you, child, you are not fighting this battle by yourself. My angels surround you, my spirit strengthens you, and my hand upholds you. Look at the journey of your life, the long road you have walked. Many years have passed, and you carry wisdom in your heart that younger eyes cannot yet see. You have lived through trials, wars, losses, illnesses, and seasons of joy. Each scar you carry is a testimony of survival. Each wrinkle upon your face tells a story of my faithfulness. You are here because I have kept you, and I am not finished with you yet. You may think, Lord, my time is almost done. My strength is fading. What more can I do? But I say to you, as long as you draw breath, you still have purpose. Your prayers still shake the heavens. Your kindness still plants seeds in the hearts of others. Your faith, even if small like a mustard seed, is still a light in the darkness. Never believe the lie that you are too old, too weak, or too forgotten. For I never forget my children. Child, let us pause together and reflect on life's journey. Think of how far you have come. Think of the many storms that once seemed unbearable, yet here you are. Think of the loved ones you have held in your arms, the meals you have shared, the laughter and the tears. All of it was not wasted. Every moment shaped you into who you are today. And I, your God, was weaving it all together, even when it made no sense to you at the time. Now hear me. The struggles you face today are not the end of your story. They are only a chapter. You may feel weary, but I am your rest. You may feel uncertain, but I am your guide. You may feel surrounded by battles, but I am your shield. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not look only at the storm, but lift your eyes to me, for I am greater than the storm. My beloved, lean on me as you once leaned on a strong hand in your younger days. Trust me as you once trusted your father or mother when you were small. Rest in me as a tired child rests safely in the arms of one who loves them. I am that safe place for you now, and I will never leave you. Life has taught you many lessons. some through joy and some through pain. And yet the deepest truth is this: you were never meant to walk alone. From the first day until your last, I have been and will be with you. Even when your earthly journey ends, I will take your hand and lead you into eternal joy. So do not be afraid. The battle you face today will not defeat you, because I am fighting with you and for you. Take courage, my child. Do not let fear steal your peace. Do not let despair rob your hope. Lift your heart to me and know that I love you with a love that cannot be broken. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. You are not alone. You are mine, and I will never let you go. And as you continue to walk through this message I speak, open your heart to deeper reflection. For I desire not only to comfort you, but also to remind you of truths that will strengthen your soul. Together, let us journey into the quiet places of your heart, where my voice still whispers, where my love still heals, and where my presence still gives life. My child, now that your heart has begun to rest in my words, let us walk together more deeply into reflection. I want you to pause with me and look back, not with fear or regret, but with gentle understanding. I know that life has often felt like a mixture of beauty and sorrow, a road where joy and pain walked hand in hand. You have carried memories, some that warm your heart, and others that bring tears to your eyes. Do not hide those tears from me, for I see them, and each one is precious in my sight. They are not wasted. Every sigh, every whisper of pain, every quiet prayer you thought no one heard, I heard them all, and I kept them close to my heart. You wonder sometimes why life has been so hard. You ask why certain burdens have been placed on your shoulders. I understand those questions, my beloved, and I do not turn away from them. Know this: suffering is never meaningless when it is placed in my hands. Every trial you have faced has drawn you closer to eternity. Each wound has opened the door for my healing. Each moment of weakness has been an invitation for my strength to carry you. Think back to your younger years, when life seemed longer ahead of you, when energy filled your days and dreams stretched wide before your eyes. You remember how quickly those years passed, don't you? Children grew, seasons changed, and suddenly you found yourself wondering where all the time went. That is the mystery of life on earth. Child, it moves like the wind, a breath here and then gone. But I tell you, nothing has been lost. Every good deed, every prayer, every sacrifice, every act of love is stored up in eternity. Sometimes you remember mistakes too vividly, don't you? You replay moments where you said the wrong word, hurt someone you loved, or strayed from the path you knew was right. And now those memories weigh on you as if they cannot be undone. But listen carefully. I do not see you through the lens of your failures. I see you through the lens of my mercy. When you turned your heart toward me and sought forgiveness, I washed those sins away. They are gone, as far as the east is from the west. Stop holding on to what I have already forgiven. Stop punishing yourself for what I have already covered with my love. Your journey has been unique, child. No one else has walked exactly as you have walked. I have been there in the quiet, ordinary days as much as in the big, life-changing moments. When you sat at a kitchen table with your family, when you held a grandchild for the first time, when you stood at a graveside with tears streaming down your face, I was there. I was with you in the laughter, and I was with you in the silence of grief. You were never invisible to me. Now I want you to reflect not only on your past, but also on your heart today. What do you carry inside? Perhaps you carry fear of what lies ahead. Perhaps you carry loneliness, even when surrounded by people. Perhaps you carry longing for someone you miss deeply. Know that I hold all of this with you. You do not have to pretend to be strong in front of me. I already know your weaknesses, and I love you just the same. My beloved, faith is not about never doubting or never struggling. Faith is about choosing to trust me even when life feels heavy. It is about lifting your eyes when all you see are shadows. It is about saying, Lord, I do not understand, but I believe you are with me. And that small act of trust is powerful beyond measure. Let me remind you of something. The years you have lived are not just a passing story. They are a testimony. Younger generations need your wisdom, your prayers, your example. They need to see in you a faith that has endured. Do not underestimate the value of your life, even now. Your gray hair is a crown of glory in my eyes, for it speaks of years walked under my care. You have seen both storms and sunshine, and still you stand. That is a gift. That is strength. Think of a tree that has lived many decades. Its branches may not be as youthful, its bark may be rough and weathered, but its roots run deep. It stands firm through storms, providing shade and comfort to those around it. You, my child, are like that tree. Your roots in faith, your endurance through years, your steady presence, these are blessings to others. Do not think your value has diminished with age. In my kingdom, your worth only grows. Sometimes you may feel the ache of loneliness, especially when loved ones have gone before you. I know the empty chair at the table still brings pain. I know the voice you long to hear is now silent in this world. But I tell you, those who died in me are not lost. They are alive with me, waiting for the day when you will be reunited in joy that never ends. Until then, I walk with you in the loneliness, filling the empty spaces with my presence. You may not always sense it, but I am nearer to you than you think. Let us reflect also on the world around you. You see changes that trouble you. The world feels less familiar, less safe, more divided. You wonder what has happened to the values you once knew, the faith that seemed stronger in earlier days. I understand the sadness that stirs in your heart when you look at a world that feels broken. But child, remember I am still at work. Darkness has not overcome the light. Even in the confusion of this time, my spirit is moving. And though you may feel powerless to change the world, your prayers still carry weight. Your faith still matters. Your hope still shines like a light on a hill. Take courage in this truth. Your story is part of my greater story. The moments you thought were small have eternal significance. That kind word you once spoke, that neighbor you once helped, that prayer you whispered in the quiet of your room, these things echo in eternity. Nothing done in love is ever wasted. Nothing surrendered to me is ever lost. So reflect deeply, child. Do not measure your life only by what you see with your eyes. Look instead through the eyes of eternity. See how I have shaped you, carried you, and loved you. See how I have written your name in the book of life. See how every trial has been an opportunity for my grace. And know that even now, your life is a gift not only to you, but to those around you and to the kingdom I am building. And as you hold these reflections in your heart, let me now breathe encouragement into your soul. For I do not want you to stay only in reflection, but to rise in hope. The battle is real, yes, but you are not alone in it. And I, your God, will give you courage for the days ahead. My beloved child, as we have reflected together on your journey and on the depths of your heart, I now wish to speak words of encouragement into your spirit. You have carried much. You have endured much. You have stood through seasons that felt heavy and unending. But hear me now. You are stronger than you realize, because I am within you. The strength you sometimes think you lack is already yours, for my spirit lives in you. When you wake in the morning and feel the weight of another day pressing upon you, remember that I have given you this day as a gift. Do not let fear or discouragement steal its beauty. Even when the body feels tired, even when the mind feels clouded, your heart can still be filled with my peace. Do not measure the value of your day by how much you accomplish in earthly things. Measure it by how much you open your heart to me. A simple prayer whispered in sincerity is greater than the greatest works done without love. I know there are times when you feel weary, when your body reminds you of the years you have carried. I know you sometimes look at yourself and say, I cannot do what I once did. But child, I do not measure you by your abilities. I measure you by your love. Even when you can no longer run, you can still pray. Even when you cannot labor as before, you can still bless others with your words, your smile, your presence. Do not underestimate how powerful these things are. A prayer spoken in faith can change generations. A word of kindness can heal a broken spirit. A listening ear can bring comfort that money could never buy. Lift your eyes, child, and do not let discouragement bend you down. I made you not to live in fear, but in courage. And courage does not always look like strength in the eyes of the world. Sometimes courage looks like a tired heart choosing to trust me again. Sometimes it looks like forgiving when bitterness would be easier. Sometimes it looks like speaking hope into a dark situation. Every time you choose faith, you shine like a light in the darkness. I want you to know that you are deeply loved not just by me, but also by many people whose lives you have touched. You may not always realize it, but the seeds you have planted through your words and actions are still growing. Think of the times you taught someone about kindness, or guided them in wisdom, or showed them patience. Those seeds did not die. They are bearing fruit, even if you do not see it. The prayers you prayed for your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your neighbors, they are still rising before me like incense. Do not think they are forgotten. In my perfect timing, they will bring forth life. Encourage yourself with this truth. You are not defined by the hardships you have faced, but by the love that has carried you through them. Yes, there were trials, but you endured. Yes, there were losses, but you survived. Yes, there were nights of sorrow, but joy still returned in the morning. You may have scars, but those scars are proof that you are still standing. And child, I am proud of you. I know that sometimes discouragement creeps in when you look at the world around you. You see darkness, confusion, division, and pain. You wonder if things will ever be right again. But let me assure you, I am still in control. Nothing happens outside of my sight. Even in the darkest times, my light shines. Even in chaos, my plan is unfolding. Do not be dismayed. The world may shake, but I remain unshaken. And if you stay close to me, you too will stand firm. Encourage yourself also with the truth of eternity. This world, with all its troubles and trials, is not your final home. You are only passing through. Your true home is with me, where no pain, no sorrow, no sickness, and no death can touch you. Every step you take now is leading you closer to that eternal joy. And when you finally arrive, you will look back and see how every tear was worth it, for it brought you closer to everlasting peace. But even now, before that day comes, I want you to live with hope. Do not let the thought of the end make you sad. Let it make you joyful. For the end of this earthly journey is not the end at all, but the beginning of forever with me. Until that day, I give you grace for each moment, strength for each challenge, and peace that passes all understanding. Let my words be your encouragement. You are not forgotten. You are not abandoned. Every breath you take matters. Every prayer you pray matters. Every act of love matters. Even if you think no one notices, I notice. I see the quiet sacrifices you still make. I see the times you hold back harsh words and choose gentleness instead. I see the moments when you forgive, when you pray, when you cling to hope. And I smile upon you, for you are mine. Let your heart be encouraged also by remembering my promises. Did I not promise never to leave you nor forsake you? Did I not promise to give you rest when you are weary? Did I not promise that nothing, not death, nor life, nor angels, nor powers, nor anything in creation can separate you from my love? Hold on to these promises, child, for they are true and unchanging. When the enemy whispers lies, remember my truth. When fear tries to overwhelm you, speak my promises aloud. They are your shield, your anchor, your light. Encourage yourself in the small things too. When the sun rises, know that it is my gift to you. When you feel the breeze on your face, remember that I am near. When you see the smile of a child, hear the song of a bird, or taste the food before you, recognize these as signs of my goodness. Even in the simplest things, I am present. Look for me, and you will find me everywhere. And when you grow tired, remember that you can always rest in me. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. Bring your burdens to me. Speak to me as a child speaks to their father. Tell me your worries, your fears, your doubts. I am not offended by your honesty. I delight in your trust. The more you lean on me, the lighter your heart will become. So, my beloved, be encouraged. The battle you face is not greater than the one who fights for you. The fears you carry are not stronger than my love for you. The road ahead may seem uncertain, but I have already walked it before you. You are safe in my hands, and you always will be. Now, let us walk forward together into guidance and wisdom, for encouragement must also be joined with truth. I love you too much to let you walk blindly. I will not only comfort you, but also warn you, so that you may remain strong in spirit and firm in faith. Listen closely now, for I will speak to you as a father guiding his child with gentle yet firm love. My beloved child, I have spoken words of encouragement to your heart, but now I must also speak to you with truth that guides and protects. For love is not only comfort, love is also correction. A good father does not only wipe away his child's tears, but also warns his child of dangers on the path ahead. And I, your heavenly Father, love you too much to remain silent when the road before you carries both blessings and risks. Listen carefully. The world you live in is filled with battles not only of flesh and blood, but of spirit. You see the outward struggles, sickness, financial troubles, broken relationships, divisions among people. But beneath these visible things is a deeper battle, one that is unseen but very real. The enemy of your soul seeks to discourage you, to rob you of peace, to make you feel alone, and to draw your eyes away from me. He whispers lies into your heart, hoping you will believe them. He says, you are forgotten, you are weak, you are too old, you are no longer useful. But I tell you now, these are lies. Do not let his voice rule your thoughts. Guard your mind, child, for the mind is a battlefield. What you dwell on shapes how you live. If you dwell on fear, fear will grow. If you dwell on anger, anger will consume you. If you dwell on despair, despair will darken your heart. But if you dwell on my promises, hope will rise. If you meditate on my word, peace will fill you. If you keep your eyes fixed on me, you will not be shaken. I warn you also not to be deceived by the world's values. The world praises wealth, power, beauty, and youth. But these things fade. They are temporary, like grass that grows in the morning and withers by evening. Do not measure your worth by these things. Do not envy those who seem to prosper while ignoring me. Their riches cannot follow them into eternity. Their fame cannot save their souls. You, my child, are worth more than all the gold and silver in the world because you are mine. I paid the price of my son's blood for you, and that is a treasure beyond measure. Be watchful, too, of bitterness. As you grow older, it is easy to look back and feel anger at those who wronged you, at opportunities lost, or at injustices never made right. But bitterness is poison to your spirit. It does not harm those who hurt you, it only eats away at your own peace. Let go of bitterness. Forgive, even if it is hard. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting or pretending the wrong never happened. It means placing that pain in my hands and letting me carry it for you. When you forgive, you set yourself free. Another danger, child, is despair. When you look at the state of the world, it is easy to feel hopeless. But I tell you, despair is not from me. I am still at work. Even when the news brings fear, even when violence seems to grow, even when love appears to grow cold, I am still moving in hearts. I am still answering prayers. I am still building my kingdom. Never believe that the darkness is winning. Light always triumphs over darkness, and I am the light of the world. Take heed also in how you use your remaining days. Do not waste them in idleness or endless worry. Use your time wisely, pray often, speak words of love, share your wisdom with those who are younger. Teach them by your example. You may feel that the world no longer listens to the elderly, but I listen. And I remind you that your words and prayers carry more power than you know. The quiet prayers of a faithful heart can change lives, families, and even nations. Beware also of neglecting your soul. You care for your body by eating, resting, and seeking healing when you are sick. But your soul needs care too. Feed it with my word. Strengthen it with prayer. Refresh it with worship. Do not let your spirit become dry and weary because you stopped drawing from the well of my presence. Come to me daily, even if only for a few moments of stillness. Speak my name. Lift your eyes toward heaven. In that simple act, you open the door for my peace to enter. My child, hear my loving warning. The time you have on this earth is short compared to eternity. Do not waste it chasing after things that will not last. Instead, store up treasures in heaven, treasures of love, kindness, mercy, forgiveness, and faith. These treasures will never fade. They will follow you into eternal joy. I also guide you now to be ready, for you do not know the day or the hour when I will call you home. Do not live in fear of that day, but in preparation. Keep your heart clean. Keep your faith alive. Live each day as though it could be your last, not with dread, but with joy, knowing that when your time comes, you will step into everlasting life with me. Do not be afraid of death, child. For those who belong to me, death is not an end but a doorway. It is a passage from the struggles of this world into the peace of my presence. Do not cling too tightly to what is passing away, but hold fast to what is eternal. When the moment comes, I will take your hand and lead you gently home, and there you will be reunited with those you loved, never to be parted again. Take my guidance also in how you live among others. Speak truth, but always in love. Do not add to the anger and division in the world. Be a peacemaker. Be slow to judge, quick to listen, and gentle in your words. The world is hungry for compassion, and you, my child, can still be a vessel of that compassion. Even in small ways, a smile, a kind word, a prayer for someone in need, you are spreading my love. And remember this, the battle is not only around you, but also within you. There will be days when you struggle with doubt, when you feel weary, when you question if you are enough. But I tell you now, you are enough because you are mine. Do not measure yourself by your failures, but by my faithfulness. Do not measure yourself by what you cannot do, but by what I can do through you. So take this warning not as a burden, but as a gift. I do not speak these things to frighten you, but to protect you. I guide you because I love you. I remind you of what matters, so you will not be distracted by what does not. Keep your eyes on me, and you will not stumble. Hold my hand, and I will lead you safely through every valley, every storm, every battle. And now, child, having heard my encouragement and my guidance, prepare your heart for a closing word of love and power. For I will not leave you with warnings alone, but I will seal this message with the strength of my promise. Let us now walk into the final part of this word, where my heart will embrace yours with assurance and everlasting hope. My beloved child, you have walked with me through reflection, encouragement, and guidance, and now I bring you into the fullness of my heart for you. I want these final words to remain in your soul as a light that does not fade, a truth that anchors you when the winds of life grow strong. You have heard me say it from the beginning, and I say it again with all the power of heaven behind these words. You are not alone in this battle. Let these words sink deeply into your spirit. When you wake in the morning and the weight of the day greets you, remember, you are not alone. When fear whispers in the quiet of the night, remember, you are not alone. When your body feels weak, when your heart feels heavy, when your mind is clouded with worry, repeat to yourself again and again, I am not alone, for my God is with me. This truth will carry you when nothing else seems able to. Child, I know your heart. I know the times you feel forgotten. I know the moments you wonder if your prayers are reaching me. I know the loneliness that sometimes surrounds you, even when others are near. But believe me when I say, every prayer has reached my ears, every tear has touched my heart, every lonely sigh has been heard in heaven. You are never invisible to me. I see you, I know you, I love you. Take comfort also in the truth that my angels surround you. You do not walk unguarded. I have placed my protection around you, even in moments when you were unaware. How many times have you been spared from danger without even knowing it? How many times have you been comforted by peace you could not explain? These were not accidents. These were my hands at work. You are shielded more than you realize, and you are safer than you know. My child, I want you to remember that I am not far away. I am not a distant God watching from the heavens without care. I am close. I walk beside you. I live within you. I am with you in the kitchen, in the garden, in your room when you pray, in the silence of your thoughts, in the busyness of your days. Wherever you go, I go with you. When you sit, when you rise, when you lay down to rest, I am there. You are never outside of my presence. And though the battles of life are real, though the storms are sometimes fierce, you have nothing to fear, because I am greater than all of these. Your enemies may rise, but they cannot prevail against you, for I am your defender. Sickness may touch your body, but it cannot touch your soul, for I am your healer. Death itself may one day come for you, but even death cannot hold you, for I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, even though they die, yet shall they live. This is my promise, and my promises never fail. So take courage, beloved child. Lift your head. Do not let your heart be weighed down by sorrow or fear. You are stronger than you feel, because my strength is made perfect in your weakness. You are more precious than you realize, because I call you mine. You are more loved than you can comprehend, because my love is without limit, without end, without condition. Let your heart rest in my love. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to prove yourself worthy of it. I love you not because of what you have done, but because of who you are, my child. I created you, I chose you, I redeemed you, and I will never let you go. Nothing you do will make me stop loving you. Nothing in heaven or on earth has the power to separate you from my love. And as you live out your days, remember that your life still has purpose. You are not finished yet. Every prayer you pray still matters. Every word of kindness you speak still bears fruit. Every act of love you show still makes a difference. Even if the world overlooks you, I see you. Even if others dismiss you, I honor you. Even if you feel weak, I will use your weakness for my glory. Do not be afraid of tomorrow. Do not be consumed by what may or may not happen. Tomorrow is in my hands, and I will give you the grace you need when the time comes. You do not have to carry tomorrow's burdens today. Live this day with faith. Trust me with what is to come. I have always been faithful to you, and I will continue to be faithful until the very end. My beloved child, as I close this word, let me leave you with an image to carry in your heart. Picture yourself walking through a valley. The shadows feel long, and the path feels uncertain. Yet beside you walks a shepherd, strong and gentle, holding a staff in his hand. He guides you when the way seems unclear. He protects you when danger draws near. He comforts you when fear rises. That shepherd is me. You do not walk alone. I will never abandon you in the valley. I will lead you through until you stand again in the light. Take these words and hold them close. When the battle feels heavy, remember my voice. When loneliness surrounds you, remember my presence. When fear grows loud, remember my promises. You are not alone, and you never will be. I bless you now with peace that calms your mind. I bless you with hope that strengthens your heart. I bless you with joy that renews your spirit, and I bless you with courage to face the days ahead, knowing that I walk with you every step of the way. And finally, my child, as we bring this time to a close, know that my words do not end here. Each day I long to speak to you, to guide you, to strengthen you. Return again tomorrow, for I will have more to say. Let your heart remain open, for my voice will meet you again. Until then, rest in my love and walk in my peace. You are not alone in this battle, for I, your God, am with you always.